So, spring, I will guide you through an embodiment tool for boundaries. Why? Because spring is the early stage in burnout when we tend to say yes to everything because we are super energized, everything is new, everything is super give you excitement, enthusiasm, and is where accumulation of stress can start, because we think that we can be every place, take care of everything, every person, every project, but then it's not. So accumulation starts in spring, and it's why to say full yes to something, we have to learn to say no and prioritize what's really important, what's really lights up us. And I don't know if you are a person that struggles to say no or not, or maybe you need to say a more assertive and firm no, because sometimes no can be very aggressive. So I'll suggest you to notice, as always when we go through some practice, notice and be curious. What's your pattern? What do you feel into your body? Is it familiar? Is it comfortable? And I long for this. So there are slightly difference into it. Like when something is familiar, it can be habitual, but maybe we need to change it. And when we long for something, maybe it's needed. So just notice into your body. I will give you two different versions of it. One is a bit more strong, and from the embodiment point of view is a bit more challenging, and the other one is more soft and is also about yes and no. So let's start from the no pose. No pose is inspired and from Embodiment Unlimited, the school where me and my colleagues Candy and we have been training. So no pose. Let's start. I will guide you into the pose from the side. So hip distance apart, take a step forward. Find your stability before to go through the pose. All right. Make a fist with, in this case, is my left hand. So with the leg that is backward. And feel the spine. The spine doesn't have to be tense, just neither slightly up, and then your hand go forward, your elbow is slightly bent, your hand in front of the heart, and your finger are touching. Your gaze is just in front of you. And say no. No. Notice what's familiar. Is this comfortable? Do you want to just jump out of the pose? So, and think what you want to say no in your life. And what do you need? If you need it more. And try to stay there for maybe 1 minute. And if it's become too overwhelming or uncomfortable, or do you need to just out of the pose. You can try the other side, like right and left, and notice. There is like, is it familiar, is it habitual? Or there is a longing for say no, and where do you need it in your life? Where do you need to say no? And the second pose is a more softer one, and I will show you also these so that you can have like two options. Take a step forward, your hand, make a circle like a hug in front of you. The hands are like separate, like the distance in between your finger in this circle is like a phone. And in front of you, find your stability and look into this circle. Let's say that this circle is your yes, the things, the project, the people that you want to say yes to. And take one of these hands and say no. Put this hand in front of you. Look in this circle and at the same time to this hand, the one that is saying no. Take a breath. Look in the circle and then say no to the things that are on the way to say a full yes to your pot, to your magic pot of the things that are really important. And notice, how does it feel? What are you doing into your body? Checking your breath, checking your gaze, tension, is there some tension? When you're ready, as always, you can say more or less, depending on how you want to go deep or not, and always take care of yourself. We don't need to push through if we don't want to. Always have that awareness about my limits, where do I need to take care of myself. These are two slightly different one. There is a no pose can be a bit more like strong and bring up a strong emotion. So always check in with yourself how you are when you practice. And try to do it maybe more than one day, like for a week, and see what's changed. What kind of no are you saying? What the tone? I really invite you to check in also the voice that come out when you are in that pose, in the no pose. And be curious and not judgmental, as always. Thank you. And next season is summer, and there's gonna be my colleagues Candice that will take care of showing you a pose that is indicate to practice if during the stage of burnout that is summer. All right. Take care Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in autumn.